Good afternoon, volleyball fans. We're live here at the Blue Eagle Gym, home of the Ateneo Blue Eagles. But today, it's the home of the UAAP Season 88 High School Volleyball Finals. You're looking at Sandrex Ragusta, Ronnie Miliana. These guys want to live another day, to fight another day. They want another chance here in the finals. After losing in game one, this team wants another chance at title number 5. The Bullpups are standing in the way of the UE Junior Warriors, and their two captains, their two seniors, Onin Roque. What a story he has been here. The returning son here in the UAAP, trying to prove himself, and today he has a chance to restore lost glory to UE, along with Clarence Guianan, the one guy who has been here through it all, through coaching changes, through their last finals heartbreak. Can he lead the UE Junior Warriors to glory today? That's the story for Game 2 of the UAAP Season 88 Boys Volleyball Finals. NUNS and UE squaring off once again. The Junior Warriors hoping to win title number 15. NUNS hoping to push the series to a Game 3 on Thursday. Who will come out victorious today at the Blue Eagle Gym? Again, good afternoon. Mix Flores bringing you today's finals Game 2. It should be a great one, a dramatic 5-setter in Game 1. We'll see what these two teams have in store for us. Sandrex Ragusta had 18 points in Game 1. NUNS, they won title number 5, but their first title in the UAAP came in Season 78, and they were the ones to break the historic 11 straight championships of UE. That was in Season 78. Wala pang kamalay-malay si Onin Roque nun. Probably still in grade school, but today he has a chance to etch himself, put himself among the greats of UE. Edward Camposano, Ron Medalla, can Onin Roque bring UE to their first title since Season 77. Lost glory for the Junior Warriors. That's a story for Game 2. We'll be back with our starters for UE versus NUNS.
To Blue Eagle Gym for the UAAP Season 88 High School Volleyball Finals. Two powerhouse teams are set to battle for glory. It's the Nazareth School of National University Bullpups and the University of the East Junior Warriors. Now let's meet our officials for this match. First referee, Jay Derequito. Second referee, Jason Magat. Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the University of the East Junior Warriors. Let's start with our Milwaukee and our team captain at number 4, Clarence Guianan. Setter number 5, Marl Emery Duliate. Outside hitter number 7, Onin Roque. Milwaukee number 9, Miguel Catanghal. Outside hitter number 12, Eman Marcelino. Opposite hitter number 18, Kenzie Caro. Starting libero number 17, Justin Lopez. Head coach of the Junior Warriors, Herbert Dizon. Calling on the starters of the Nazareth School of National University Bullpups. Let's start with our setter, number 4, Aris Tuliao. Opposite hitter, number 6, Sandrex Ragusta. Outside hitter, number 12, Kiel Bizcocho. Another outside hitter, number 15, Mason Leano. Milwaukee, number 18, Rakib Dais. Another middle blocker, number 19, Dave Maganoy. Starting libero, number 17, Andre Deniega. Head coach of the Bullpups, Edgar Baroga. It's the Junior Warriors versus the Bullpups. This is the UAAP Season 88 High School.
The UE Junior Warriors in Game 2 are going to start with Clarence Kianan, Eman Marcelino, Kenzie Caro, Onin Roque, Miguel Catanghal, and Justine Lopez as their libero. For NUNS, it's going to be Zandrex Racusta, Al Rakib Dais, Elmerson Rejano, Jero Biscocho, Christian Dave Maghanoy, Haris Tuliao as their setter. A big adjustment for Coach Ed Baroga with Jeff Deniega as his libero. Again, if you're just watching us in Game 1, NU's usual starting middle blocker, one of the best middle blockers of Season 88, Ronnie Milian, suffered a bit of an ankle injury. We'll see if he'll see action today. He is in uniform. As we welcome you to Set 1, Game 2 of the UAAP Season 88 Boys Volleyball Finals. The Junior Warriors again trying for their first title since Season 77. NUNS want to force a Game 3. A bit of a long rally to open up here, and Clarence Kianan delivers a behind-the-back unorthodox play to get us going here. The Junior Warriors, they've been the cardiac kids since the Final Four. They played 3 consecutive 5-setters. They lost a 5-setter to FEU Diliman in Game 1 of their Final Four series. Won the winner-take-all game against the Baby Tamaraos, and then won Game 1 as well in 5 sets. That's Eman Marcelino scoring UE's second point here. Marcelino coming off a 15-point game in game number 1 as Marl Duliete will come up to serve for UE. And he scores an ace. Terrific start for the Junior Warriors. They have a 3-0 lead. And NUNS looking out of sorts. Bullpups, of course, the number 1 seeds heading into the Final Four. Lost to UST in the first game of their Final Four series, then beat the Growling or the Golden Spikers in the second game as they finally get on the board here, courtesy of Al Rakib Dais.
Survey for the Bullpups, Nelson Leano.
Here's Elmerson Lejano. A great story for NUNS, converted to an outside hitter this year after playing middle blocker last year. Duliete will back set, and that's going to be a point for Eman Marcelino. The Junior Warriors like to get tricky. They're not the tallest team in the league, as you'll see, just standing next to the NUNS, but they certainly have so many different plays, anchored by Marl Duliete and their outside spikers. Mishandled there by NU. A chance for UE. The block at the net for Al Rakib Dais. Al Rakib Dais, the grade 11 product or grade 10 product out of Tawi-Tawi. Duliete. Miss set there. NU will have a chance to transition. Biscocho, 2 hands, no. Duliete to the middle and a block. But it's saved by UE. NU go to Biscocho and he scores. Jero Biscocho had an 8-point performance in their 5-set loss in game number 1. Now NUNS crawling back here, only down by 1. As the serve from the east lands right on the line. Quickly, the Bullpups restore order here, tying things at 4. Again, thank you for joining us this Sunday on the Pilipinas Live app. A lot of UAAP action for you today. Over at the Mall of Asia Arena, we have the basketball finals, Game 3 in the women's division, and Game 2 in the men's division, as NU have taken over here in the opening set. A huge block on Onin Roque. The East with another serve. To the middle, Guianan scores his second point of the game. Clarence Guianan, one of the best scoring middle blockers in the boys division, had 11 points in Game 1. 8 attacks, 3 blocks for him in the series opener. Already 2 here in Game 2. Almost an ace there. Biscocho will send it over. The setup to Roque. Picked up by Deniega. Here comes NU on the transition as Biscocho asking for a touch. But our first referee, Jade Derequito, says that one sailed out unimpeded. So NU will call their first challenge of the game. Again, in high school volleyball, we started having a challenge system in the Final Four. That certainly led to dramatic moments. To end games, especially teams using their challenge in desperation. We'll see if Coach Ed Baroga will be successful here. He's been coaching NUNS since season 76. Has led them to all their 4 championships. Gunning for title number 5. They need to extend the series to a Game 3. Start here in Game 2 for Coach Ed Baroga and the Bullpups. Funnily enough, Coach Ed Baroga's first title came in season 78, and they were the ones who ended the 11 straight championships of UE. Now they're here. UE aiming to get back on top. Haven't won a championship since then. Now they're standing in the way of the Junior Warriors. Looks like we have a result here of the challenge. Will it catch any fingers? It looked like it did, just by a few micrometers. Just grazing the fingers there. It looks like a Miguel Catanghal. On your screens is Herbert Dizon, only in his second season as head coach of the UE Junior Warriors.
Survey for NU.
Now here's Sandrex Ragusta, the best opposite spiker of season 88. Duliete will bump it to Roque, triple block in front of him. Coverage was there for UE. Roque again. They bump it back to Biscocho. He can finish. Third try here for UE as Roque slowed down again. Tulyao with a fake, but a block from Miguel Catanghal, saying, "Nah, you won't fool me with that trickery." Still reading that quick play to Dave Maghanoy.
Scores at 6-all, Kenzie Carlos.
A lot of long rallies to open Game 1. That's to the favor of UE. They've lived and died by their defense all season. Here's the bump to Biscocho. He's sent back to Ragusta from the back row. Dug up by Serrano. And Catanghal. Back-to-back points for him. Again, you saw it there. UE. They love their defense as Coach Ed Baroga will pull the plug on Haris Tulyao. And he'll have, or he'll pull the plug on Jerome Biscocho. And it'll be Carlo Reyes coming in for NUNS. Taro with the serve. Tulyao will set it to the back row. Ragusta, UE sprinting all over the court, but that one will drop for Sandrex Ragusta. 7-all the score. As Carlo Reyes, who just checked in, will serve here for NUNS. There's si Marl Duliete. Hashing out the plan for this rally for UE. Great pass from Lopez. The setup to Caro. And you see there, NUNS will always have a double block on Onin Roque, UE's top scorer. But that time, Onin Roque outsmarting the NU blocks, swiping it away from their hands. Now he's up to serve for UE. To Liao, to the outside. Lejano can't finish. Here's Marcelino with the tip. Reyes was there. On the other side, Lejano still can't get it to go. Katanghal. Long rally again. Here's the bump to Marcelino. He goes cross court. Again, these types of long rallies, this is what UE wants. Not the tallest team in the league, but they will outwork you. The stamina of the Junior Warriors. They've won so many five-setters here in season 88. As Roque serves out there. Your NUNS. For you to be able to take advantage of your blocking and your attacking, reception is of a premium, especially your serving. You can't let UE be too comfortable executing their offense. This one, a high touch. They set it to Katanghal. It's sent back. As Duliete rising. And the NU blockers wasn't accounting. They weren't accounting for Duliete to tip that one over quickly. Junior Warriors reestablishing a bit of a cushion here early in game one. 2 points, 10-8. Looks like I think NU hesitated. They wanted to call a challenge, but they will relent. Now we're gonna have a conversation here. No conversation. It'll just be play on. Serve from Katanghal. They set up to Lejano. 2 blocks in front of him. No problem. Elmerson Lejano smartly tooling the block there. Again, Lejano coming in as a middle blocker now, or as a outside spiker. That's been the story of Coach Ed Baroga's program. He's had several players throughout the years occupy different positions, depending on what he needs. Here's NU in transition. Ragusta. I believe that's his first point off an attack today. Tying things up at 10. Back and forth we go here. As Haris Tuliao will take his turn at the service line. Marcelino on reception. On the other side, Roque can finish. The bump to Ragusta. Off speed, no go. As Marcelino had to adjust. The recycle, UE, back to Marcelino. He's blocked. Lopez was on coverage. Serrano or Marcelino can't finish. Lejano rises over the blockers and puts it away. Elmerson Lejano putting NU ahead now. 11-10. The back and forth action we've come to expect. Just watching game one, the boys volleyball division has been pretty even among the top 4 teams, even top 5. Adamson was a pretty good 5th seed this season. A lot of close games as Eman Marcelino finishes there, 11-all. These two teams just rising from the rubble. Marl Duliete will serve now, the starting setter for Coach Herbert Dizon. Great serve, better pickup as Lejano. Straight to Serrano that time. Marcelino, a drop shot. He'll earn another shot here for UE. No finish from Gianan. Here's Ragusta. That time, NUNS just hanging tough. Several awkward touches that time, but the Bullpups able to retool, recycle, and find a good hit for Xandrex Ragusta. Here's Elmerson Lejano. That one sails out. A bit of a break for UE. A rare error here in game number 2. As now it's UE's outside spiker. Eman Marcelino serving. And Reyes can't finish there. Roque had to send it over. Tuliao to the middle. It's blocked. But NU saving that one. But unfortunately, it doesn't cross over. That will be a block point for Clarence Gianan. And it looks like Coach Ed Barroga will bring in Ronnie Milian here to replace Al Raqib Dais. Again, Milian came out of game 1 with an injury in the first set. Now making his return here. We'll see how healthy he is. Again, one of the top middle blockers. The first best middle blocker of season 88. Outside, Reyes denied by Gianan. The back set to Ragusta. Another block from Clarence. As Reyes will send it over. A chance. UE to Clarence Gianan. Who else but the UE captain? Clarence Gianan worked really hard that rally. Got a couple of good block touches. And scoring a point finally. 3 consecutive points for UE here. As Milian dug up by Serrano with some sass. And Clarence Gianan make that back-to-back points for the UE captain. And by my count, he already has 6 points here in set 1. He's outworking the NU middles, generating an advantage for his team. Tuliao, the back set. And Ragusta, what a pickup there. Here's Roque. A triple block in front of him. Ronnie Milian, Xandrex Ragusta, those guys just such a tough wall to get over. Still UE up by 2 here. It's NU who need to make something happen. As Ronnie Milian will come up to serve. Duliete to Roque. It comes off the block. Here's the bump for Reyes. He tries to go down the line. And he scores. Finding the line there. (14-15) the score.
14-15.
Here's the set to Caro, who can't finish. The setup to Ragusta. He's blocked. Another chance for NU. And Maghanoy, he couldn't finish. A chance ball though. The setup for Reyes. Dug up by Marcelino. Here's Roque, the fireball. Lejano with a good dig. Rally continues as Ragusta picked up again by UE. Here's a chance ball for NU. Where do they go? They go to Xandrex Ragusta. Smartly tooling the block that time. Saw a couple of late blockers in front of him. Didn't complicate it. Didn't also get the best set. But Ragusta able to score, able to finish. Here's Ronnie Milian. Almost an ace there. But Caro will send it over with some power. Reyes, the power tip from him. Carlo Reyes giving NU the lead. 4 4 straight points for the Bullpups. It's been a tug of war in set number 1. Every pull from one side is met with an equally bigger pull from the other. Now it's NU with a 1-point lead. A bit of a joust at the net. It's with UE as Roque denied again. 3 blockers in front of him. Caro wants to send it over. Here's Reyes, cross court. Lopez digs it up. 2 blockers in front of Roque, and he finally scores. Again, the Bullpups are smart here to what UE wants to do out of system. It's most of the time going to go to Onin Roque, especially when he's in front. Always has 2 or 3 blockers in front of him. That time, Roque able to beat it. Now here's Guianan. Tuliao, the setup to Maghanoy. He wants a touch, but our first referee, Jay Deriquito, will not give it to him. Again, now UE score a couple of points in succession. Now they're up 17-16. The captain, Clarence Guianan, serving for UE. Tuliao, back set. No go for Ragusta. Oh, behind the back hit from Miguel Catanghal. You see everyone having fun here. The pressure of a finals game. This is how the kids will react, trying to inspire some energy, trying to have fun as Clarence Guianan will serve. Reyes, he's blocked. Now it's Maghano who can finish as Onin Roque had to adjust for that hit, but sent it straight to the net. Didn't want to give up a soft chance ball. But in the process, gives up an error. Now Sandrex Ragusta, he'll rotate to the back row, down by 1. That one lands at the line, according to our linesman. That's the second ace of the set for NUNS. We're tied at 18 now. Again, neither side pulling away. Soft serve from Ragusta. Roque on the combination. Read well by NU. Reyes, cross court. Picked up by Lopez. Here's Roque. Dug up by Lejano. As Reyes smartly tipping it over or through the block. Carlo Reyes coming off the bench here in set number 1. As Morales will check in for University of the East. Or Jordino Perales, excuse me. Grade 10 opposite spiker. Back row hit for Marcelino, read by NU. Bullpups on the attack. It's sent back to Liao. To the outside, Reyes. That one hit the linesman. He's going to ask for a touch here, and it looks like Coach Ed Barroga will push the challenge button. There's another close one here. Like game number 1, each set was pretty close. One side would pull away late. We'll see who establishes momentum here as we see the result of the challenge. Was there a touch? No, there wasn't. So NU still will have one challenge. Looks like Coach Ed Barroga will want a substitution here. Sandrex Ragusta will check out. And Johannes Crespo will come in. He's going to be, it looks like he's going to play setter here for NUNS. And Tuliao will play opposite spiker. So It's NU's way of having three spikers in front. The back set. Tuliao will tip it over. No. Excuse me, that was Reyes who tipped it over. Now here's Crespo on the set. And Maghanoy finishes. So far, NU playing pretty well in transition. Keeping up with UE. It's usually the Junior Warriors' forte. Speeding up the game with their defense. The setup to Katanghal. NU keeps it alive. That one straight to the net. Almost a finish from Roque. Chance again for UE. Two spikers in front. Katanghal slowed down, but he finishes. Miguel Katanghal, not the tallest middle blocker here in the UAAP, but definitely one of the most lethal. 20 all the score. Onin Roque. Palarong pambansa star. Came over here to UE for one more chance in the UAAP. Combination play works for NU. Couple of bullpups. Took a tumble there, but looks like everyone's fine. Haris Tuliao finishing that one off. What versatility from him. Tuliao started the set as a setter, now playing opposite late here in set number 1. Serve from Maghanoy. Katanghal, there he is again. Great work from Marl Doliete. What a play from UE. Great set. Giving Katanghal a great swing in that sequence. 21 all. Deniega on reception. One-handed set. Lejano. There was a net touch by a ball puck. It looks like Lejano swiped at the net on the way down. Now it's UE who takes over the lead. That's going to be the first timeout called by NUNS. Joining us late here in set number 1, a tight one. Junior Warriors up by 1 against NUNS, 22-21. Here's Miguel Katanghal. Deniega on reception. One blocker to beat for Lejano. Elmerson Lejano doing the job there. NU with a bit of a quick play coming out of the timeout. So now Crespo will come out. Ragusta will check in. Haris Tuliao will again play setter for NUNS. Full front line again for the Bullpups. Tied at 22. Tuliao on the serve. Mishandled. Marcelino will get it back. A chance ball here. Tuliao to the outside. Lejano again. The graduating outside spiker scoring back-to-back huge points. Now it's Herbert Dizon who will call timeout. Lawrence Guianan and the Junior Warriors now down by 1. 23-22. Precarious moments for both sides here. The Bullpups have just scored back-to-back points. Can they keep momentum on their side? The setup. combination for Marcelino. Looks like that one went awry. Here's Ragusta. Did he catch a blocker there? Because Evan Marcelino would beg to differ. He's saying that he didn't get a touch on that one. So we'll get a challenge here from Herbert Dizon and his staff. A block touch challenge.
There's a shuttle and shot call by Yumi block touch.
Quick challenge result here. It looked like it did bounce off the net and into Marcelino's arms. That tends to happen in volleyball, as UE still has one challenge. That's going to be a point for NU. They're going to be at set point. Now Herbert Dizon will call his final timeout. Bullpups 1 point away from going up a set here in game number 2. They're in do or die mode. No more room for losses for last year's finalists, last year's silver medalists. Here's Roque, cross-court hit. There's a touch from NU. Roque and the Junior Warriors save a set point. But NU just need to execute one more play on reception here. They have the advantage. And Coach Edgar Boroga will want to make sure calling timeout. Bullpups in the finals for a 6th consecutive season. Trying to extend the series to a game 3. They need set 1 here. Warl Doliete will serve. Liniega, the pickup to Liao, to Lejano, cross-court hit. It went out. No touch, says our referee. It looks like, hold on, looks like Coach Ed Baroga will call for a challenge here for a block touch. If this one fails, we'll go to a deuce and NU will not have any more challenges remaining for set number 1. We'll see what the replay says here. And that one, did it touch anyone's fingers? No, it didn't. So back-to-back points for UE. And we have a deuce, 24 all. Doliete again with another big serve. Tied at 24. The block from UE. They'll have a chance here. Here's Marcelino cross-court. Deniega with the pickup. Here's Lejano. Saved by UE. The setup to UE. They can't score. Junior Warriors to the opposite spiker. He scores. That's Jordino Perales getting it off the block. 3 straight UE points to grab set point here. Their first crack at taking set 1. Doliete has been doing a great job at the service line. This hybrid jumps serve. Piniega on the pickup. To Liao. To Ragusta. Another great pickup from Serrano. Marcelino will recycle. Perales. Saved by NU. Chance though. Duliete. To Jordino Perales. Coverage was there again. As Lejano. What a point to score on. Elmerson Lejano didn't put too much of a power there, but still able to tie things at 25. Exciting conclusion we're up for here. In set number 1, neither side relenting. Neither side giving way. As Elmerson Lejano up to serve now. Duliete to Marcelino. Soft touch. It works. Eman Marcelino fooling the NU defense there. Just doing it enough to get it past the tall blockers and put UE again at set point. Their second chance at taking set 1. Back set. Ragusta on the finisher. Clean play for NUNS. Tie things at 26. As Ronnie Milian, first best middle blocker of season 88 out of Mandaluyong. Great serve, but Clarence Guianan finishes a terrific sequence for UE. From the first touch to the last, textbook from the Junior Warriors to take a 27-26 lead. Here's Clarence Guianan. To Liao, back set. Ragusta sails that one outside. And the Junior Warriors come back from down in set number 1. They were down by 2 points, 22-24. As they have all season, they crawl back, use their defense, take set number 1, 28-26. We'll be back with set number 2. First set was a classic per usual. See just how tight it was. It was NU with a couple of huge errors towards the end there. Of course, set 1 ending with a Sandrex Ragusta attack error. Neither side was just willing to give way. NU had a couple of chances at the set. 24-22 they led. But UE, as they have all season, showing you why they were such a tough out. Not the tallest team again, not the most physically imposing squad, but so hard working on defense. Every touch they fight for. You just have to. If you're NU, you have to focus. You have to keep swinging away. It's Clarence Guianan, a terrific first set from him. 6 points. On the other side, our best opposite spiker, Sandrex Ragusta, turning in 8. A lot of points in set 1, but they'll need more. So now they find themselves down in sets. UE, on the other hand, 2 sets away from taking the season 88 title. As we welcome you to set number 2. Again, we're here at the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym for game 2 of the high school volleyball finals. You're tuning into the boys division. UE again has a chance to win their first championships in season 77. NUNS trying to prevent that here and send us to a game 3. Sandrex Ragusta finishes off the combination to start set number 2. NUNS again last year lost in the finals to UST in straights or in 2 games. The year before that, the Bullpups beat UE in 2 games. As Eman Marcelino responds in kind, 1-all the score. The last series that went to 3 games was in season 85. Amit between Rodson Duot led FEU Diliman to a title over NUNS. Great touch that time from Maghanoy, but better dig from UE and a better swing from Onin Roque. UE's top scorer getting his first point here in set 2. Eman Marcelino on the serve. The setup to Reyes, he can finish. Cross-court hit from Roque, misses wide. Looks like Coach Ed Baroga will have Johannes Crespo starting to set in the second frame. He went with Haris Tuliao to start the match. Now it's his captain, Crespo, setting for NUNS. Roque denied again. 2 blockers for Gianan. It's sent back. Third try for UE. Another block. Ronnie Milian getting his arms up and over. Denying Onin Roque. It's been a long day already for Onin Roque. Having to contend with consistent triple, double blocks. Still just a 1-point game early here in set 2. Make it a tied game. Clarence Gianan up to serve. He was in grade 10 when they made a finals appearance in season 86. Now in his final playing here with UE in the boys division. As Reyes sends that one over. Here comes Roque. No touch. Great dig from Lejano as Reyes is sent back. Saved by Crespo with his feet. Chandrex Ragusta babied that one. It will be another point for UE.
For serving 3.
Yanan again on the serve. Set up for Milian. He gets a touch. Too much power from this year's first best middle blocker. Ronnie Milian only in grade 11. He still has 1 more year in the boys division. Here's Ragusta on the serve. The setup to Katanghal, read by Altoveros. Reyes. Almost dug up by UE. It's kept alive. A chance. Crespo to the middle. But Milian misses there. Trying to avoid the blockers, but a little too much angle. A little too much wrist and thumb action from Ronnie Milian. Results in an error. Neither team really giving up a lot of errors here in game 2. At least so far. Ken Zicaro will serve here. And Marl Duliete. A little wave after that one. The regalo for Marl Duliete, perhaps thanking NU there for getting him another point. His second point off an attack today. 6 for the score. Caro to Lejano. The back set to Ragusta. Marcelino with a great dig. And Roque finishes over 3 blockers. Coach Ed Baroga call for a challenge. Looks like he just wants a bit of a stop to the momentum here. His first challenge of set number 2. Ed Baroga has been with NU since season 76. has led them to 4 titles. There's that one. Did land in by a hair.
Was unsuccessful.
The compression on the ball, just letting it hit the line. UE will take a 3-point lead now. Here's Kenzie Caro, one of 6 graduating UE junior warriors. He generates a chance ball here for UE. Doliete will go to the middle. Katanghal finishes the play. See him there apologizing to the first referee, but it will be a timeout for NU.